Hi, everyone. My name is Professor Jocelyn Millana, and this is Media 562 and cross-listed with Media 662 Digital Filmmaking Capstone. I would like to apologize that I will not meet you in person on the first day of class, which is August 21st. I am currently filming the tail end of my feature film out of state. So definitely I will see you in person on Wednesday, August 23rd. All right. So welcome to the beginning of fall 2023. We normally will meet after today every Monday and Wednesday from 1:25 p.m. to 3:15 p.m. We will meet in strong 150. And if you do need to make a meeting with me in person, my office, my student hours are appointment only right here from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And my office is in Craig 389, the pink hallway. This is my preferred contact, my school email address right here. So the course objectives, which Media 562, Media 662 focuses on, is producing from conception all the way to distribution, which is like film festivals and film competitions, a short narrative film. So throughout this whole entire semester, what I think is 16 weeks, you will be grouped with other members of this class to concept, to work through pre-production or development, auditioning, casting, location scouting, pre-pro, production, post-production, and figuring out which film festivals you will submit to. The duration of this project is between 10 to 20 minutes. That's like the sweet spot for student films, for student short films. You are allowed to crew outside of this class, but I will explain that the lead production members coming from the Capstone class has to be, director, producer, director of photography, editor, like the main primary department heads. All right. If you run into issues trying to fill or seek a position like that, come see me. We'll work something out. Moving on. Focusing on shorter projects will allow each group the time they will need to pay close attention to details and achieve a higher level of production quality throughout the process. All right. Required materials. There will not be a required textbook, but you will, for editing purposes, 1 terabyte minimum storage hard drive. Your lab fee for this class includes your access to Adobe Creative Suite and Craig 318 and 319, as well as the camera gear, lights, and everything, the recording, sound, audio recording. Although because I have everyone's degree audit, the catch here is you cannot handle the cameras if you did not take the proper media 465 course, cinematography. But that's when you will have to crew with someone that has had experience and at least taken that class. All right. It's just a liability with the camera here on campus. Moving on, communication and expectations. You will be, like I preferenced, grouped with other members of this class. So there is a requirement that you must exchange with your partners, your student Missouri State email address, your cell phone number. Everyone has cell phones these days. So exchange that. And the third thing is another viable form of communication would be some sort of social media platform, whether it be IG or Facebook chat. So choose a three ways of communicating with your partners. Student success and inclusivity. So projects are encouraged with putting unique perspectives. Everyone comes from a different background, diverse, inclusive. That's my MO, right? We are filmmakers, so just know that this statement on student success and inclusivity has to be understood as a community of learners. We acknowledge the value in the engagement and exchange of ideas with individuals whose backgrounds may differ than our own. All right. So student success as a student is to actively engage in the course activities with your peers and me as your professor. If you anticipate or experience academic barriers during the course, contact me right away and we can discuss ways to help you overcome those barriers and pursue success. There are other resources on campus right here: Disability Resource Center, the Counseling Center, Multicultural Center, Academic Advising and Transfer Center. All you have to do is just go to the Missouri State landing page and type in one of these, and then it will lead you to that landing page with the proper location on campus or office. Attendance and participation. Attendance and participation is supposed to be known as active participation. So you don't just show up to class, but you communicate to your partners, give them a heads up if you're not going to be showing up for a class, because most of the time there will be progress reports, progress group reports. And if you leave your partner hanging for presentation, that's not really cool. All right. Also, active participation means not being on Facebook, on your phone, texting. You have to be, you have to be present. All right. I mean, we meet what's the time we meet? We meet 3:30. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. We meet at 1:25 to 3:15. All right. So you can wait to text or be on the phone after that. So pitches and presentations throughout the lens of diversity and inclusion. This is just going to be a synopsis. You can read this right here. So this is just basically a heads up before you discuss or present materials which could be controversial, harmful, and or hurtful to others. You can ensure the inclusion is to give your fellow filmmakers a heads up. Students who choose to pursue a project that deals with provocative issues or imagery should be prepared to be challenged in class by their peers and professors, who represent a diverse range of perspectives and may agree or disagree with an idea presented. And remember, we're trying to get distribution, meaning film festivals. So film festivals, if you want to try to target a specific film festival, do your research and see what kind of films that they accept and won't accept, etc. In regards to story, etc., etc. This policy is not an attempt to censor or restrain an idea or perspective, but is a way to be respectful to our fellow human beings who may want the option not to participate with certain subject matter. Maintaining civil discourse and disagreement is a key to better understanding each other, and students will be respectful to one another when they engage with each other in our classroom. If a student or students are unable or unwilling to follow this rule, they will be asked to leave and possibly reported to the department chair and or the dean of students office if the need arises. So statement of academic dishonesty, there's not going to be any writing papers or reports or certain presentations other than your progress pitches of your own group project, okay? So, but plagiarism is a no-no. Okay, we all know that. You can get expelled and suspended, etc. Dropping a class is your responsibility. University policies here. The purpose of the university syllabus policy statement is to support teaching and learning on the Missouri State campus. The established policies are in place to ensure that students, faculty, and staff may pursue academic endeavors with as few obstacles as possible. All right. Copyright and fair use statement. Okay, this course may contain copyrighted materials, the use of which may not have been specifically authorized by the copyright owner. Well, okay, so actually, I'm required to put that in this syllabus, but in regards to producing material, original student films, you have to use copyright-free music, team up with local musicians or your friends, otherwise you'd have to pay a certain fee to use certain music, etc. in your project. Also, any type of art, like if your character or protagonist has a painting, but really no one painted it on set, but the producers just borrowed the image, that's still considered plagiarism, and not copyright free. So you have to use original work and artwork in and outside of your in regards to your projects. A note on artificial intelligence. Any work written, developed, created, or inspired by artificial intelligence, also known as AI, is considered plagiarism and will not be tolerated. While the ever-changing and exciting new developments with AI will find their place in our workforces and personal lives, in the realm of education and learning, this kind of technology does not belong. This is because the use of AI robs us all of the opportunity to learn from our experiences and from each other, to play with our creative freedoms, to problem solve, and to contribute our ideas in authentic ways. In a nutshell, college is a place for learning, and this class is specifically a space for learning how to improve our writing. AI simply cannot do that learning for us. Statement on flexibility, all right. Note that my office hours, due dates, etc. Will, depending on inclement weather, or conference meetings that I have to attend to, they will, it will change, but I'll give you a heads up, when that happens. Student requirements for technology. Again, you have access to the with your lab fees for the school equipment and gear, but it's not required to utilize school equipment. You can use your own cameras and editing software, just so you know. But if you do rent out the cameras from school, you have to have your own SD cards, SF cards, and all of that. So I am a faculty member, as you know, meaning that I am a required Title IX policy reporter. If you find yourself in, or of a friend or roommate that's in a situation, emergency, contact 911. We just want people to be safe, so Title IX policy. But if you experience any unsolicited sexual harassment, etc., or some sort of relationship violence, report it, to faculty, staff, or whoever. We have to report it to the proper authorities because we are Title IX policy reporters. We are in Stronghold, so during the emergency storm shelter evacuation, we vacate the studio and go across the hallway to the stairs and go down in the basement of Strong Hall. And there's that. And then on late assignments, I expect assignments to be submitted on time. The industry, especially production, is very date-driven, deadline-driven. So every late assignment will be automatically deducted 2 points for each school day the assignment is late. I will the max days a late assignment will be accepted is only 2 days. After that, the student will receive a 0 for the assignment. And then here's the grading criteria below. And just a note for attendance. Attendance in the course is defined as active participation and submission of assignments by the posted deadlines. Extra credit. If you miss more than 2 assignments, you are not allowed to ask for extra credit to adjust your grade for higher points. And again, changes for assignments during the semester may occur under the discretion of myself, the professor. If there will be any changes to the course curriculum, I will notify you as students weeks in advance. Okay, so cell phones, texting, Facebook, all of that, that's a no-no in my class. I will allow laptops for digital note-taking, okay? So, I know some students prefer that over writing notes by hand. So workload and responsibility. If you have a job, you will need to plan your work schedule around this course. We all understand how important it is for you to work, but you are in college and must adhere to the priorities that being in college demand to be successful while here. And then here's like the Blackboard assignments below. All right, so even though we are not meeting on August 21st, you will have an assignment or assignments due. The first one is to review this video, all right, on the syllabus and class expectations. Number 2 is submit 3 log lines that you will pitch in class on Wednesday, August 23rd on possible projects that you would like to execute from conception all the way through final deliverables in 1 semester. The project must be at least 10 minutes and at max 20. That's like the sweet window for student films and film competitions. That includes titles and credits, all right? So submit that via Blackboard by noon, August 23rd, which is Wednesday. That is worth 50 points. Number 3 is I posted up a discussion board, all right? And you will have to submit your preferred name, pronoun, a recent picture or selfie, and list your top choice of production role and post-production role. That is due via Blackboard discussion posting by noon, August 23rd, and that is worth 50 points. So having said that, I look forward to seeing your discussion postings, and I especially look forward to meeting you in person on Wednesday, August 23rd, where we will discuss your pitches and figure out what groups you belong to. Have a lovely day.